Do you experience a really stubborn itch down there? And if yes, have you ever wondered how you can get rid of that redness and discomfort caused by the Jock itch? A really common fungal infection that affects the groin area? If you answered yes to both questions, watch this video till the end. Today we are delving into the world of the Jock itch. By the end of this video, you should understand the causes, symptoms, prevention strategies, and treatment options available, including lifestyle habits that you can implement to help manage and prevent it from recurring. Hi there, I am TheWhizDoc, a board-certified family medicine physician. I discuss various medical topics to create awareness, as well as to empower and arm people with knowledge to make well-informed decisions about their health. Alright, let's get the ball rolling. First things first, what's this Jock itch everyone talks about? Well, it is more common than you think. Jock itch, also medically known as tinea cruris, is a fungal skin infection similar to ringworm that sets up camp in your groin area. Tinea means ringworm and cruris means groin. It can manifest as itching, redness, and occasionally a rash around the groin, the buttocks, and also the inner thighs. This infection thrives in a warm, moist environment, and this can make your groin an ideal breeding ground. So who does it affect? A Jock itch can affect anyone, although it is more common in adolescents and younger men. Men are 3 times more likely to get it than women, and this is actually rare in children. You will be more likely to get a Jock itch if you have diabetes, if you are obese, or if you have a weakened immune system. Understanding the symptoms and causes is crucial. So what is responsible for this itching frenzy? Typically, the fungi that can cause ringworms and also the athlete's foot can also cause the Jock itch. It is a fungus that grows in or on the skin and requires warm temperatures and moisture to create the perfect environment to grow. It is highly contagious, spreading through direct skin-to-skin contact or by coming into contact with an infected surface, for instance sharing personal items like clothes or towels. It can also be spread through sexual intercourse or sexual contact with an infected person. So if your partner has a Jock itch and you have intercourse, you can potentially get infected with the fungus and eventually maybe end up with a Jock itch yourself. In some cases, if you already have an athlete's foot, you can transmit it from the foot to the groin area through your underwear coming into contact with the infected foot, or by itching your foot and also using the same hand to touch your groin area. This is why it is advisable, if you have an athlete's foot, to put on socks or some kind of foot covering before putting on underwear to prevent the spread of this fungus from your feet to your groin. Common symptoms could include itching, burning, redness. You could have raised rashes and sometimes blisters. The skin around the affected area could also look scaly or flaky. I know this might sound like a lot, but hold up, do not despair. There are tips, there are practices that can be implemented to help prevent the Jock itch. First and foremost, maintain careful personal hygiene. Wash your groin area with antibacterial soap, and afterwards make sure you keep it clean and dry. Your choice of underwear should be the moisture wicking type that is loose and allows the area to breathe. And make sure you change into fresh, clean clothes, especially after you're done exercising, sweating, or swimming. Also, wash your clothes after use, especially after you exercise. Furthermore, for those that live in facilities, college dorms, where they live around people and share items, personally, I have seen this happen. I know that sharing is caring, but refrain from sharing your personal items like towels and clothes to help mitigate or reduce the risk of transmission of this fungus. Keep those personal items to yourself. Also, if you have a fungal infection elsewhere, make sure you use separate towels for those areas. Take antifungal medication to treat the area, and please wear socks before putting on your underwear to prevent the transmission from your feet to your groin area. And wash your clothes and beddings and towels with hot water. Now let's talk about treatment. Effectively treating a Jock itch is the next step. If you suspect that you have a Jock itch, do not worry, because there are multiple options over the counter, including the ointments, creams, gels, and powders that can effectively treat this condition and are usually the go-to option. Make sure you follow the instructions on the label, you finish the entire medicine course, and you keep applying this medication until the itch gets the hint and goes away. Try not to stop too soon, because it may come back, be worse, and more challenging to treat. If it is stubborn or worsens, reach out out to a medical professional for a more potent game plan. Professional medical advice in this situation is essential for you to have a tailored approach to your treatment plan that is specific to you, especially if you have resistant or worsening symptoms. If you're still watching, thank you. Last but not least, let's talk about one tip that you can also implement to help keep the jock itch at bay and prevent future recurrences. I know earlier we spoke about the right kind of underwear, avoiding tight-fitting clothes, careful personal hygiene, washing your groin area, also keeping it clean and dry. But one thing I didn't mention at that time is using flip-flops. Note that flip-flops are not meant just for the beach. Be vigilant in public spaces like the gym locker rooms, the showers, the saunas, as wearing flip-flops in these areas could reduce your risk of exposure to the fungus, and by reducing your risk of exposure, that reduces your chances of coming down with a jock itch. So there you have it. Although the jock itch is a pesky problem, with the proper knowledge and implementing the right preventive measures, you will have it under control. Also, with appropriate treatment, the prognosis is good. Please keep your groin area clean and dry and continue to practice these measures. Let's be proactive in the battle against this uncomfortable condition. And now we've come to the end of the video. If you found it informative and valuable, please show your support by giving it a thumbs up and sharing it with someone. Also, do not forget to subscribe to this channel for more educational content. Don't hesitate to leave your questions or suggest topics for future videos in the comment section. Thank you, and may you stay itch-free and well-informed.